My name is Peter Fang. It's my daughter, Kathy.
My father and my mom, actually, they both worked extremely hard. Ever since, they opened House of Nanking, and then now my father and I opened Fang. My dad, he's basically here 7 days a week. We're open 7 days a week, and we only close 2 days out of the full year.
Your customer came into your restaurant. Of course, they are customers. But on the other hand, if you're thinking they are your friends, they are your relatives, so how are you going to trade them? So by the time you say, hey, I ordered for you or something like that, that's like a home.
I go there eat almost every day for lunch. And every time I go there, he asks me what I want. I said, well, just cook me what you have.
I love to cook. I never changes my mind. Yeah, and especially when my old customers, friends, they come on, Peter, would you mind to make me that kind of dish, which is not on the menu? I'd be happy to do it. I started House of Nanking in 1988. It's a small restaurant. I cook something different from the neighborhood people around San Francisco, tourists, all over these people. They're thinking that's a new Chinese things they were never had before.
When my parents opened House of Nanking, I was about 7 or 8 years old at the time. I spent a lot of time there because my parents were always at the restaurant. And so I was exposed to a lot of restaurant life at a young age. I would do, little random things like help them peel eggs, or if they were making a sauce, I would say, oh, why do you put that in there? Can I help you pour that? My parents and myself, when we cook Chinese food, we actually take a lot of influences from those different regions, and we find things that we really like about it. And then we make our own changes, our own versions of it. We wanted it to keep it that way because that's sort of the Fang style. Fang is our family.
I like to taste it like listen to symphony, where I could taste every single ingredient.
Doing business in San Francisco, it's also very difficult. It was difficult and tough because it's the competitions, and then there's a lot of restaurants on Chinatown, in one block there's a 4 or 5. Long time, long day, all little small detail you should all taking care of that. If you miss 1 or 2 or some of these, you're gonna be just like a neighbor, the other restaurants, and then you just close about 2 to 3 years, or some of it even close to 6 months. Easily in Chinatown for San Francisco, it's very, very difficult to do.
The restaurant, it's kind of like a family to them. And he saw that I was very dedicated to it, and I really enjoyed it.
Very, very proud. He said, I try to keep this restaurant from a father to the daughter.
We want it to be a very approachable, modern Chinese restaurant that serves food that's different from what you would get anywhere else.
Thank you, Chef. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.